get started in a second, everybody. Alrighty, I am just gonna get into this. What is up, everyone? Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition here. I'm hoping my audio is okay. Well, let's be honest, nobody is watching this live stream, but I'm here to do a unboxing and review of the new Marvel Legends Black Widow and Quicksilver, because once a year, just like Christmas, for some reason, Australia gets access to a Marvel Legends 2-pack well before everybody else. I managed to review Wolverine and Sabretooth early, and then I managed to review Psylocke and Thanos early, and it's on the back of these early access things that I stumble into that I'm trying to build this channel into some sort of viable income. So make sure you do subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments where you found this link, because I've sent a few of them around. But enough self-loathing, shall we? Let's jump straight into it. Well, this is the box anyway. You know, I'm not overly familiar with this run of the Avengers characters. When I think Black Widow, I think the black suit that we already got. When I think Quicksilver, I think of that kind of baby blue colored suit that we've got. So neither of these are really the quintessential version of these characters for me, but I'm curious to see how they open. It does look a little bit scarce on accessories though. So this is, again, this is the artwork that's on the back, and it just says Black Widow and Quicksilver on the side. Which side did I open up? Look at this one. Alright. So now enjoy, as the pressure is clearly on me to unbox this in a fairly reasonable manner. Oh, there's no zip ties in this at all. Okay, well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I'm not a fan of zip ties. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so this is the two. Again, really, really low on accessories for these ones. There's Widow's hands. There is what I'm calling the big ticket item, which is the growly face that we've got for her, which I think that's what most people are going to be getting this set for. There she is, and then even with Quicksilver, just a couple of hands, couple of heads, and you're done. I wouldn't mind seeing Quicksilver on like some sort of flight stand, so that you can, out of the box, get him in like a really cool airborne running pose. I don't know. Pop him out as well. No zip ties on here whatsoever. Like I say, happy to see that. Here are the gang. Get in the right spot. Oh, do I dare try to zoom this thing? I'm still learning how to do all this. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, we're here. We're here. 0 viewers. That's fine. That's fine. This will still be able to be a tax write-off anyway. So, we've got the Quicksilver. Let's start with him. I think he looks pretty good. The articulation on him is actually pretty good. He does still have that hole in the back. I don't know if I can do this. Can you even see where that hole is? Well, the hole's there. Pretty sure you can see it. I don't know why they keep putting that on there. There's a handful of accessories that, as far as I know, have nothing to do with him. But I was just talking about flight stands. Let's get a thing in there so he can be doing the run. Having a look at the head scan here, it looks good. I mean, this looks a lot like this new technology that we've got for these face scans. It is, I dare say, it's an improvement from the previous one. I don't have a Quicksilver except for the MCU version in my collection, so I don't hate the attire. I'm not a big fan of the boots, though, but, you know, we might have to do a live Quentin Tarantino test on this one in a moment. But let's have a look at all the articulation, because, you know, you've got your ankle pivots. He's still got a boot cut, which is interesting considering there's no boot cut there. Double jointed knees, mine bend perfectly fine. Thighs do all good. Still got that kind of waist. I look forward to the day where that's no longer a thing. But, you know, especially for a figure like him where you've got this one design that's gone all the way down, not a fan. Butterfly joints go all the way back, which, you know, if you know Quicksilver, you know you got to get him in that, with the arms going back that far. And obviously all the way into the front as well. And I imagine he's got a big old hinge on his neck. Yes, he does. So if you want to get him in that flying pose, and I apologize for the angle of all this, still getting used to using the camera in this way. But, you know, plenty of articulation and then just your typical crunch. So I'm not sure exactly what body mold we're calling this one, but I've seen it many, many times. Look at the paintwork. There's actually a little bit of like dark, I don't know if I'm just tripping or not. It looks like there's a little bit of paint inside the grooves. Yeah, they've added like a little bit of extra black onto that blue to just add a little bit more dimension to it. I don't know if it was necessary, but I like that they're doing that because it means they're probably going to do it with other figures, which I'm definitely here for. Let's pop the other head on, because the other head is the one that has like the big screaming effect on there. I think that's what you're going to start to see a lot more from Hasbro, is more screaming faces and energetic faces in the future. I think the technology has kind of got to the point where that's really viable to do on like a large scale. So more of those. I'm definitely here for that. Let's do a quick Tarantino test. I'll sing it myself. Tarantino test. This is the Tarantino test, where I have a look at the feet of the action figure and decide if Quentin Tarantino would approve with his vast knowledge of the subject. And for this one here, I like it. He stands up nice and fine. The what was it? The Deadpool, the MCU Dogpool Deadpool. Good lord, I've got a rant about those feet when I do a review on that figure. But not Quicksilver is great. He passes the Tarantino test. Quentin gives him the thumbs up. Tarantino test. Alright, there we go. That's Quicksilver. I might be going a little bit mad. That is Quicksilver out the way, but let's have a look at what I think most people are here to see anyway, which is the Black Widow. This is obviously on the new Black Widow body that's got all the extra articulation, which I love the fact we're seeing so many figures come out with all this extra articulation on the female body. Love it. With that being said, this one doesn't come with jack shit. This has no accessories at all. Like, do the gauntlets count as an accessory? I don't think so. Her leg thing, is that considered an accessory? I don't think it is. So, yeah, not that impressed with this one. And by all means, if you have any questions or if there's anything you want to see in particular, let me know down in the chat and I can accommodate for that. But yeah, I think this is I don't have it at hand, but the exact same head sculpt that came with the anniversary one. No, actually, no, this hair looks like it's a little bit more up in the air, but looks very, very similar to that one. And then we've got this other head sculpt, which I absolutely love, which is our girl right here. There she is, with that same kind of flicked up fringe and the really like gritted teeth kind of look. And I want more Marvel Legends that look like this. No smiley faces, no deadpan faces. Give me anger and intensity and action in my face scans. But I'm really liking that they're going in that direction. And like I say, I think that's going to be the appeal. You're going to start seeing Spider-Man figures where, oh god, but then there's a Peter Parker and he's screaming. And you're going to see Wolverines where you're like, oh wait, this is that mask and he's screaming. Like, I think whatever's happened has happened, and we're going to see more of this stuff in the future. But looking at the articulation on it, I mean, you're probably familiar with this now. Ankles pivot. There is no boot cut on her. She has double jointed, pinned knees, thigh cut. No articulation like turning at the waist, but she's got that big, huge ab crunch, so you can really get her into... Where are you, camera? There you are. So you can really get her into some like really good dynamic poses, which for Black Widow, I mean, that's a must. I don't know what these red marks are on her clothing. Oh, it's like a widow. Oh, okay, right. So this is her... I mean, this looks like she still works for the evil Black Widows. Is that what this is? I should read the box. Hang on. I was so excited to get into the figure, I did not read the box. Doesn't say anything at all. Thanks a lot, Marvel Legends. Yeah, it looks like spider legs or something like that, I guess. The top of the torso, though, you got, you know, heaps of articulation there, and I love the butterfly joints on these female figures. Like, it just... They're always in some kind of, like, crouched down, arms in the air kind of pose, and that just makes that really, really possible. Now, brace yourselves, because she comes with a couple of regular friggin' black hands. That's it. That is it. So that's really disappointing, and I feel like that's where Hasbro is sort of, you know, cutting corners and stuff like that with their cost, is through not giving as many accessories and stuff like that. I feel like there are certain waves that come out, particularly some of the Spider-Man retro card waves, that just had absolutely no extra stuff at all, and I think that's a budgetary decision that they've made. But with that being said, I do like this Black Widow figure. Let me get the OG. Hold up. So here is the original one. So I guess this is a slightly different body mold in the fact that the new one doesn't have the collar that goes up, because I feel like that collar has been fairly common. But yeah, this is still a great looking figure. Let's do the head swap. Let's do it. This is what I'm here for. Oh my god, if I even can. If I'm gonna break this, I'll do it on camera. There we go. Okay, so the head sits on there. I feel like the neck might be a little bit too long. Like a tiny bit. Might just be the angle that I'm looking at it from. I think it's okay, but yeah, not that happy with that, to be perfectly honest. Interesting. How does this one fit on this body? I feel like this fits on here a lot better than the inverse of it there, but I don't know. Really surprised that we didn't get like any blast effects. But I mean, let's be honest. Oh, does she have a neck hinge? Oh, she does not have a neck hinge, by the way. Just noticed that. That's a bit disappointing, but I guess you've got like tons of range in the top of it there. What was I just about to say? Yeah, I mean, do we really need more Black Widow gauntlet pieces with the blast and then with the smoke? I mean, I have 1,000 of these things, like, all over the place. By the way, that is the difference in the color between the gauntlets there on the new one to the old one. I'm not a fan of this yellow. It looks far too cartoonish. Because you've still got like the shiny reflective like steel shading around the edge of the gauntlet as well, which doesn't look cartoonish. It's just a weird cartoonish like shade, I guess. What else we got? Anything else is really to talk about with this one? Not a great deal. I really thought this was going to be a more exciting review. I did not know that it was just going to have absolutely, naffle accessories and stuff like that. But that is the current state of Marvel Legends. And I mean, are you going to pick up this set? Has my review sold you on it? I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't, because like I say, just there's nothing to really report on this. What do we do? The Widow head. That's it. That's the only like really good thing, and I am disappointed that it doesn't look better on the. There you go. I'm mad it doesn't look better on the original Black Widow body, but I'll have a fuck around with some figure photography and see if I can get it looking a little bit better. But this was a complete experiment. If you're watching this after the fact and laughing, oh my god, there's a comment. Jesus Christ, you scared the shit out of me. Double A says, I'll wait for it to go on sale. I reckon, you know what, Double A? That is a good idea. It really is. This is absolutely long game material, like to like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of thing that just play the long game on this, wait for it to show up at a clearance store and pick it up then. The Quicksilver does not do enough for me to feel like it's unique enough to like get excited about. He's not a character I'm overly excited about, and it doesn't feel like it's a great version of his attire. Yeah, I don't like that. Like this thing going all the way down one leg and then it's horizontal on the other legs. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Micah says Magneto's flop kid, a category that includes Zaladane? Zaladane, mate. Who the hell is Zaladane? I don't think I've ever heard of that character before. You know what? Fuck it. While I'm here, I'm going to review the, what do you call it? Maximum Deadpool. Let's just do that as well. So long, Stinktown. Not Stinktown. They're good figures, but they are a little bit understocked, under-accessorized. Tell you what wasn't under-accessorized was the Dogpool. Did I say Maximum Deadpool? I meant to say Dogpool. The Dogpool figure. Just getting all of these bits here, because I actually got this one a few days ago and I have not had time to do anything. Do you guys have Dogpool as yet? We are. So, ladies and gentlemen, part 2 of this review is probably going to be better than part 1. This is the Marvel Legends Dogpool Feet Deadpool. Is it like a Deadpool Deluxe Edition, I guess, is technically what it would be. I don't remember the exact price that I paid for it, but I do remember being fairly, I guess, not disappointed in what the price was. So I think the price of things are actually starting to flatten out a little bit anyway, so far. We'll see what happens in the next 3 days. But yeah, let's have a look at this Deadpool here. So, oh my god, the stuff that he comes with, you've probably seen them already, but these Wolverine tendons, muscles, and adamantium bone claws, I mean, they're so good. They might be one of my favorite Marvel Legends accessories ever. It was such a great moment in the movie as well. Like, how could anybody think of desecrating the undesecratable movie of Logan? I know, we'll dig him up and use him as a weapon. And that they did. So, really happy with that. He also comes with, and you might be able to help me with this. He comes with his shooting hands. Nice to see. He comes with a set of the sword-holding hands as well. As you can see. I like that he gets gun and sword hands, like different ones. Weird one here. Comes with the Spider-Man thwip hands. Why is this in here? I do not remember him. I'm sure he said something about Spider-Man at some point, but I don't remember him doing the spider thwip in Deadpool and Wolverine. Maybe I'm wrong about that, though. We've also got his nunchucks with the Logan bones. They might be my favorite accessory of the entire thing. Although, Dogpool looks tremendous. I think you can see him there. Yeah, he looks great. I wish he had a little bit more articulation. He's just got a little bit in the thing there, and I don't know if that's his penis or not. But that's his tail, and then there's another bit. So you tell me what's going on with that. And I mean, I could have done without these. I don't really want these, to be honest. These like Hulk, fake Hulk hands, like for the thing. I get that they're a bit of a gimmick, but I don't know. You know who they can go on? How about... There you go, brother. Hulk with Hulk hands. And the world stops spinning. Anyway, yeah, I don't really... yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these. I don't think it was that funny of a joke at the start. And, yeah, does nothing for me. What else does he come with? He does come with a knife that goes into his boot, which I'm sure Deadpool figure heads probably are very familiar with. And he does have the golden guns that pop out. One thing I will say about these is they do bend when you try and do like certain poses with like the leg and stuff like that. Those guns do end up like bending up against the hip in some cases. There we go, like that kind of thing. So just something to be wary about. Those guns being removable, not necessarily always the best thing when it comes to articulation, but they look good. There's a lot of nice little gold accents on this suit that do stand out. Up until now, I've just had the 2-pack and the re-release of the 2-pack because it had detachable guns. But I don't mind this one. I like how vibrant and red the suit is, and I'm trying to remember if I noticed it being that red in the movie, or if that's something I noticed more when the figures came out. But yeah, he's a very eye-catching figure, is our boy Deadpool. So let's swap these hands out. So as you can see, it's all one piece, which is, makes it a lot of fun. Let's give him some sword hands. I do like Deadpool's swords, like the live-action MCU-style swords that he's got. I think they're scaled really well. Not like some of the comic ones with his tiny little katana dagger things or whatever the hell they are. Butterfly joints go really far back, and that is exactly what you want for him. Plenty of crunch in the ab and back the other way, but you do have that strap over that obviously we all know at this point is gonna, give you some issues with articulation. Boot, what do you call it? Thigh cut right at the straps there, which is good. No boot cut, but he does have pretty good ankles. Double jointed, pinless. This one is a little bit loose compared to the last one. In some ways it's a good thing, but I have found it to be a little bit difficult trying to get poses. In fact, I've found it a lot difficult trying to get poses with this guy, but we will get to Quentin Tarantino's thoughts in a moment. Let's have a look. Got somebody in the chat saying, are any of these restricted to one store chain, con exclusive, or anything like that? No, I think this is a fan channel. This might go to Hasbro Pulse first. If you're talking about the Black Widow and the Quicksilver, they will definitely start showing up places. I don't know why we randomly get them. There'll be 1 2-pack a year that Australia just gets before anybody has had a chance to review them or upload them or anything like that. So yeah, loving this Deadpool here. Heaps of articulation on it. Swords are great. Guns are great. Not sure about the thwip hands. That's the only question that I sort of have at the moment. Actually, let's give him his Wolverine is Wolverine nunchucks, because these accessories were so fun. I found it easiest to do these with the gun hand more than the sword hands. But I think they've made a really good choice of making one of them like crooked and bent the way they have and the other one straight. I got some pretty fun poses out of this pretty recently. What are we looking for? Oh yeah, this one. So if you get down like this here, oh, hang on, let me go out a little bit. You know, just a good way to get these Wolverine's bone nunchucks looking a bit more like they're in motion as well. And, you know, I think that's such a ridiculous visual as well for Deadpool, to be using these metal bones as a set of nunchucks. But as you can see here as well, if you can... Fucking hell, this is so disorientating trying to do this. Alright, you can see the gun. It's a little bit bent up around the belt. There you go. Yeah, that's the only thing. And they do bend a little bit as well, so just something to be careful of. The Hulk hands, I'll show you. I'll do my due diligence and show you what it is. I think they basically just go on any hand. They just pop on like that. And it's supposed to be those kids' toys that it's like Hulk smash or whatever. Like I say, does not do a single thing for me. I'm not even inspired to put those on a different figure, to be honest. Like, I just don't want them. What else is there to talk about for this one here? I think that kind of covers it. Like I say, I was pretty happy with the price point on it, considering how much stuff we got. Still waiting for that Ryan Reynolds unmasked Deadpool head. I don't know why that wasn't created and included in with this figure as well, because yeah, I think that one is a gimme. That's an obvious one to put in, but we've been waiting so long, and clearly they're planning on trying to get us to buy another live-action Deadpool, and why wouldn't they? So that is there anything else? There is a couple more that I need to review. Questions, comments in the chat, by all means, let me know. If not, I might just review another couple of figures. I've got the X-23. I've got X-23 and brown suit and the other Wolverine, the one with the battle damage. So if you want to see me review those, by all means, be vocal in the chat. Let me know, and I will do. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I've been using the old Deadpool for my display, and this one's definitely worth the upgrade. The bones for sure. Deadpool's got too many options. Like, you got these adamantium claws, you've got the swords, you've got his knife, you've got his guns, you've got his thwip hands as well. You got his Hulk hands. Like, there are maybe too many options on that. Like, with that figure. To there we go. I think there's too many options on this figure, considering you only get one. But options are good, but really hard to choose. All right, Deadpool, consider yourself reviewed. Now, next up, what do we got? Alright, let's start with the battle-damaged Wolverine. Did he come with an extra head? I don't think he did. No, he didn't. That was the other one. I personally really like this. I mean, I think it was obvious when we got the first one that they were going to release a much better version of it, because that first one looked so just like plain and generic sort of thing. But the damage that they've got, like the explosion, tar, scarring, whatever, whatever it is, not on the back, mind you, but on the front, yes. I actually really like it. I think it looks great, especially with the extra bit of deco that they've done on the cowl as well, across the forehead there. I don't mind these Hugh Jackman claws. They're pretty good. His hands feel small. I don't know. There's always a weird disconnect of scale when it comes to the MCU figures. It must be just really, really difficult to make something 100% authentic human scale and make it still able to be balanced and posed and things like that. Oh, by the way, I didn't go on my fucking Deadpool rant. Actually, before we do that, I have to rant about these feet. Tarantino test. Tarantino test on these Deadpool feet. Fuck these feet. They have the most... And I realized that the other Deadpools also had this issue, but maybe it's because this one's got, like, looser legs. But if you look at these feet, the toe is lower than the fucking heel. So what the hell are we doing? And then because of the design that it is, there is naff all movement in the front there. There's only like a tiny little bit. And it just makes this figure an absolute nightmare to pose. I think, like I say, the fact that these legs are so loose and posable, it just takes away a bit of the extra balancing strength that you get from the joints. And I've been really struggling with these Deadpool feet. I was raging about this. And when I took a good proper look at the actual design of it and everything that it actually is, I was just shocked to realize that, yeah, the front of that is slightly lower sitting than the heel. And I cannot think why the fuck they would do that. And like I say, I checked the other Deadpools. They seem to be like that as well, but those joints were much stiffer. So Quentin Tarantino says, fuck you, Deadpool, and your shitty feet. Alright, now that I've got that out of my system, let's get back to our boy, Hugh, the huge jacked man. Yeah, he came with... Where's all his shit? It's around here somewhere. No, can't find it. Pretty sure he came with like a set of fisted hands without the claws, and then he came with the clawed hands as well. Blood on the shoulder. We're starting to see a lot of blood and blood-inspired things on these Marvel Legends figures. The Wolverine feet are kind of like the Deadpool feet, but they're not as bad because they're also... they're still fairly flat. There is an arch in the middle, which I don't think they need to do. Stop putting the arches in. People do not need the arch in the bottom of Hugh Jackman's boot. We would like a flat foot for it to be able to stand on. But this one is a little bit better, but it does still have some of the same balancing issues as the Deadpool one does, just because, you know, it does still... They have still tried to replicate that actual human shoe. So... but this is going to be the Wolverine that I have in my display for the live action stuff. The original one was perfectly fine, but the arms, all the battle damage, that's more what I would like to have in an action figure. We got the X and then some more like little dots of, I don't know, what do you call it? Like paint, little metallic paint dots on the suit as well. They're very, very small and hard to see, but... they look like they're pretty good. I think that, yeah, they're supposed to be there. I don't know what they are. Are they nails? He's got like nails all the way around his suit. I don't know what that is. Articulation, thigh, no boot. Bit of a clunky waist still. The belt is a separate part, so just keep that in mind as well. And he does have butterfly joints, but they don't have a great extra range of movement because of the sculpting of the suit. Which is a little bit of a shame. I'd like to see some really highly articulated MCU figures, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts are on the new Wolverine from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Personally, I think it's probably the best Wolverine. I mean, it would have to be the best Wolverine that we've got that's MCU accurate, you know what I mean? We never got the black leather suit from the original X-Men. And then it's just wife beater, motorbike jacket, or these ones. So yeah, I think this is the best one. So it's a keeper. Oh my god, actually, what the hell am I talking about? There is also the brown suit. Why is this so good? Why does this look so outrageously friggin' good? I do not like the color brown. In fact, when I was a kid, my school uniform was yellow and brown, and then 1 year after I started, they changed it to yellow and blue. So I certainly have a bias on that, but the dark red belt, the shiny belt buckle, the matte finish on the brown, I think is what really makes it. I don't know if it makes it look more expensive or whatever it is, but the paint job on this, considering it's just flat brown, looks incredible. Again, same deal with the butterfly joints on this one. They're there, but they don't do a great deal because of the mold of the torso and everything like that. But this figure doesn't need to do much to look great. Like, just from a visual color standpoint, it looks good. He also came with a replacement neck, and that is so that you can take the unmasked Hugh Jackman head from the first Deadpool Wolverine figure, and you can put the unmasked one on this head as well. I don't think I'll be needing to do that because I just love this here. Never a fan of brown suit Wolverine myself in the past. Just never really cared about it. What's weird, he does have like yellow kneecaps. I'm not sure what that's all about. I mean, it's just it's probably accurate, but maybe it was very convenient that they had these yellow kneecaps. But looks great. Articulation, heaps of it in the middle. Like I say, we've still got that kind of clunky looking waist, but you know, I have faith that Hasbro will figure it out. No drop down hips or anything like that. Thigh cut and no boot cut. So I guess that's becoming more prevalent with these MCU figures. And the head comes off and the neck comes off as well. So plenty of articulation for this one here. Just a shame those butterfly joints don't do a little bit more movement, but you know, I am certainly not going to complain. Absolute masterpiece of a figure that I did not know I wanted in my life. Let's do a Tarantino test. Tarantino test. I haven't had many issues with these feet. But again, that could also be because the joints on these are a lot more kind of rigid, and you've got a bit more like weight distribution control over the joints and stuff like that. But the feet on this are much better than the Deadpool one. I don't know why Deadpool's design specifically is so bad, but Wolverine, Quentin Tarantino, gives you a big old thumbs up. That is the Tarantino test. Alright, Micah has said in the chat, the waists are always a bit wonky unless they're made to be posed in a twisted kind of way. I like that Wolverine has the brown suit. It's my favorite from my childhood. Yeah, I did not like it because, yeah, I didn't like the color brown, but I'm just so impressed with how this figure turned out. Wolverine, good job. Oh, and he comes with closed hands. I'm pretty sure. Whatever he comes with. You can see I'm certainly doing these on the fly. X23. Oh my god. This is my favorite one from the entire wave. I didn't get Blade because I'm pretty sure we're going to get a much better Blade at some point. I didn't get Cassandra Nova because I think she will be a long game kind of figure if I get it at all. And same with Cowboy Deadpool. I want to long game him, but I don't know. He looks like he might be popular because that gun spinning effect is really, really fun. But the articulation on this one here, all pinless, all double jointed. Like, I'm loving the fact that we're getting like a consistent amount of MCU figures now that are really following that kind of like trend. They're only going to get one shot at making this exact figure, so I'm glad that they've gone and done what they did. Two different heads, one with the hair a-blowing, one with the hair not a-blowing. The glasses are removable. They fit on both of those head scans. I like the head scans. I think they look pretty good, and the glasses are really good high quality that fit in perfectly. Take a note, Mattel WWE. She comes with her backpack as well, and a t-shirt that says Savage something. World Tour Savage. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but that's the shirt that she's got on underneath her her vest. We've got her raptor claws sticking out her toe, which is, accurate. Honestly, it kind of bugs me. I don't really like that look, even on the X-23 comic book version. I just wish she didn't have them, but they're there. So if you like them, you got them. Articulation-wise, the heaps of movement in the midsection like that, and in the waist. My waist is a little bit stiff. The thighs are a little bit stiff. And the knees are a little bit stiff. So definitely new sculpting for this character here. And I don't know, maybe there's some things to iron out from that. She also comes with her clawed hands and her non-clawed hands. I think the head sculpt is what really makes this figure pop. Those glasses and the hair fluttering the way that it does. And then obviously the two big, shiny claws add to it a lot as well. But I love this. I think she is like the perfect addition to my MCU team. I want to make like a MCU live action shelf that is just the randomest characters that we've got in a live action version. Like X-23, for example, will definitely be on there. Anything else? Oh yes, sorry, she also does come with Juggernaut's helmet, which is a weird accessory to give us. I'm guessing Vinnie Jones is nowhere close to a deal to get an action figure of Juggernaut, and instead we just get the helmet. I know she did have an interaction with Juggernaut in the movie, but it's a weird Easter egg of an accessory to get that Juggernaut helmet popping up. It's a great helmet though. It looks perfect. It makes me realize that I want Juggernaut in figure form. Did you just run out of battery? Oh, I did. Alright. Well, that might be me done anyway. I think that's all the all the new figures that I've got that I need to do a review of. I think so. Yeah? Alright, I think we're good. Unless you want to see the New Age Outlaws, but I'm guessing you probably don't. Anyway, thank you for watching this review of all of these crazy, bloody Marvel Legends that I have reviewed in this fucking video. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on all of these. Oh, hang on, sorry. And Dogpool. Dogpool's good. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on all of these figures. I'm excited to engage with you in the comments. By all means, subscribe, share this video around, and keep an eye out because I will do some good glamour shots of the Black Widow and Quicksilver and upload those with some more thoughts on the figures after I've had a chance to have a play around. So, as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your figs, ta-ta, and farewell.